welcome back to the Easy Project. Got a special guest today.
Come on.
What is it? Commonwealth Bank 2022 gold medalist.
Gold medalist, bro.
Yeah.
Rugby Sevens World Cup.
Yeah,
Gold
nice.
medalist as well.
Wow.
And just probably one of the GOATs again, eh?
Yeah.
Loz, come on, Loz. We're competing out, man.
Yeah, we've got another great, another sevens great here. Lily Dick. So welcome to the podcast. You know, grateful to have you on. And,
very grateful.
Very grateful. Like we always say, it's all about just the easy chats. We try and make this a nice, comfortable, setting. Just be yourself. Just be yourself. You don't have to just
be you.
Just be you. Welcome to the Easy Project.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
How's things? What's been happening?
Yeah, good. Just training really at the moment. Not a whole lot of work. Getting ready for NRLW preseason, and still in my ACL rehab.
Yeah.
But very close to the finish line. Final test in a couple of weeks. So
yeah,
really excited to hopefully pass that.
That's so exciting. I've seen you training at the Hybrid Lab.
Yeah, that's it. Nice shout out.
Sessions,
Hybrid Lab, thank you.
Yeah, it's been so much fun. I love it.
Are you sure?
Thursday was good.
Let's crack up though. We always every time when I see someone walk out of the hard sessions, goes, and then I see them real sweaty and all that, and I goes, yes, I've done something today. I've done something, mate. I've left my mark on these people. Hopefully they come back.
We know.
Or not.
Yeah, I know.
Don't come to a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, that's when I've done my calf, so don't come on Wednesday. Good tip there, all right?
So funny, eh? It has crack up when you it's because we're me and Eddie, we go way back and we're heaps close, and how you're meant to, you're a coach and you're meant to take things serious, with a member, but with this guy, I'm just there, just in stitches, this guy just walking back, limping, and he's like, bro, what's wrong, man? And he goes, I've done my carpet. I go, no. And as a coach, you're meant to be serious, but
this guy's just taking the piss. Because
I know he's got calf problems. I know he's had them since freaking when we were playing at Gold Coast. And he just goes, every time he runs, he goes, calf. Bros, get that calf sorted, man. Doesn't like the running in the programs, but
no, don't go Wednesday.
Yeah,
Wednesday was good, just upper body.
Yeah, it's
I don't
good.
really like upper body, but I need to.
It's always good fun.
Let's kick it off. Give us a rundown of your journey, where you're from, where you're born.
All right. So I'm from the Gold Coast, so born in Tugan, Drumflin Hospital.
Yeah, nice.
Then Gold Coast local, grew up in Currumbin. Did every sport you can think of. Mum and Dad, so good, let us play whatever we wanted to do.
Nice.
So did surf life saving, netball, touch, athletics. I think surf life saving and touch were kind of my favourite ones.
Yeah.
And then got into rugby probably when I was 14 or 15, rugby sevens.
Yeah.
My family is a massive rugby union family, and my brother played Currumbin Alleygators, and then he wanted to do a bit of rep footy at Bond and everything. So I always followed him around. We've been Red supporters forever.
No.
So I guess that's how I got into wanting to play footy.
Yeah.
And then after the 2016 Olympic Games where the girls won gold, there was so much funding going to rugby sevens in Australia. So that's kind of where it took off for me. Got into the Reds Academy and QAS program. And then we had an Aon series back then. So it was 8 universities. I played for Griffith and UQ, and got picked up from the Australian coaches. Then picked me up and said, do you want to come down to Sydney and train with the Australian Sevens team? And I was like, yeah, of course. I finished school in 2017, was on a development contract with Australian Sevens then, and then finished school and moved to Sydney to start full-time with the Sevens program.
Wow.
Bro, that's hectic, eh?
Yeah, that is.
Right, that's pretty cool, because obviously women's rugby they were only pretty serious when in the early mid 2000s.
Yeah, they had 15s and 7s I think early on in the 2000s, but you got zero money. I feel bad for those girls. They paved the way for us, which is awesome. But they would have to pay for their own flights down for camps and everything. So they set us up massively, but I think sevens was the start of women's sport in Australia back in 2016 when they won. So that kind of started the growth of women's sport, I think.
That's massive. Over a short period of time, you obviously obviously you had big supporters of your parents supporting you in playing rugby. So mum and dad always wanted you to play rugby, or was it just something that you just went, no, I want to play this game?
No, mum and dad never forced us to do anything. I was very like sporty and athletic, so I kind of excelled in a lot of different sports. But I don't know what it was. I guess as a kid, actually, I wanted to go to the Olympics.
Oh, okay.
Didn't know what it'd be,
Yeah.
but I wanted to go to an Olympics.
Cool.
And then I think when rugby sevens became an Olympic sport, I was like, that's what I want to do. Didn't end up getting there, but that's all right. But yeah, I think that's where my career kind of started.
So like is it just you and your brother? And
Yeah.
then so
Yeah.
what was how far? What's the age gap between you two?
So we're 4 years apart.
4 years apart,
He's
yeah.
29.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 25 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd always go to the backyard and either play footy or cricket. I remember he would always make me bowl and I hated it. He just got to bat and whack it. I hated it. But yeah, I used to follow him around at rugby. I get to run the tee out for his teams and everything.
So that bond's pretty tight.
Yeah,
you two? Yeah.
He's a big supporter. We're very close, even though I haven't been home for the past 6 years, been living in Sydney.
Yep.
We have a really good connection and
Oh,
get on really well.
is he in Sydney now, or is he?
No, he's on the Gold Coast.
He's on the Gold
yeah,
Coast. Yep.
so he's here. Mum and dad here. All families in either Brisbane or the Gold Coast. But yeah, I was in Sydney for 6 years with the Sevens.
True.
Did he play rugby as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's quite quick. So he started off as a winger, but he's also quite strong and physical. So then he went into flanker wing centre kind of vibe. But he stopped when he was probably like 22.
Oh, yeah.
Got more into surf lifesaving.
Yeah.
Beach sprint and flags, and now he's a coach at the surf club.
Oh, that's cool.
Awesome. So
Imagine
he's
the competitiveness.
I know. Imagine like,
were you guys going at it?
let's go train. Where we're training at, and like it's just to like you're probably trying to get one up on each other.
Yeah, we did do a lot of training together when we were young. We'd always go to sprint training together
Yeah.
just because we both were in the surf club at Currumbin and we'd train together. So yeah, it was good. He was my driver.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't drive, so at that young. So
Yeah. That's awesome.
Also, you found the passion in playing rugby. When you were in, obviously you didn't get into the Olympics, but you got into the Australian side. You travelled, obviously played the game in Commonwealth games, the World Cup games. How was that transition playing with amongst the? Was it Wallabies? Is it Wallabies? Was it? It's not Gillers. There's someone else.
no, that's NRL. We called like Aussie Pearls, but everyone just says Aussie Sevens.
Aussie Sevens. Okay.
Is, what
Aussie
else
Pearls. That's the first time I heard.
Yeah, I
of
never
it.
heard it. I didn't know because I was
no
trying to figure out what
one
the name was.
goes- It's weird. We don't have a name really.
What's Wallaroos then? Who's that?
Wallaroos, yeah. So
Is
that's
that-
15.
Yeah,
so-
15.
Oh,
Okay,
15.
15.
Oh, okay.
So what's the sevens?
Everyone just says Aussie Sevens.
Aussie
There was
Sevens.
talk of Aussie Pearls at one point, but
Okay.
no one knows that.
How was that journey?
Yeah, it was awesome. When I first joined the squad, I was 18, and like the likes of Charlotte Caslick, Emily Cherry, Alicia Quirk, Barney Polite,
Damn.
like they're all in the squad. So like getting to train with them and everything was like a dream come true. They really set the standard, I guess, like in professionalism.
Yeah.
And like work ethic. So yeah, it was pretty lucky. Got to play and train with them for about 3 years.
Yeah.
Most of them, Charlotte's still going, goat.
Yeah.
But
She
the
is a goat,
others,
eh?
Bro, what a machine.
When's she gonna make the jump?
Yeah, who
I
knows?
know. When?
She's probably
Come on.
waiting. Eh? She's probably waiting.
GC
Nah, I'll
Titans.
just keep
GC
waiting.
Titans.
I don't know where she'd end up because I think she'd end up back in Queensland
Yeah.
when she finishes up with sevens. Who knows when that'll be? She's gone over to 15s at the moment.
Oh, she,
okay.
cool.
Trying to make the World Cup, and she's doing really well there. So, but yeah, I think a lot of the sevens girls will end up in league.
Is she good? Like, you reckon she's good enough to make that 15s?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
She's definitely got the skill set, like everything she's really good at. But it's probably just adapting and changing to the 15s game. It's
Yep.
so different to sevens.
Yeah.
But yeah, she if anyone can, she can. She's very good.
We asked this question to Loz the last time we had her on the potty. We spoke about obviously the fitness levels of playing sevens. How was that training in sevens, or did you just play sevens throughout your whole younger career?
Sevens training is brutal. Like
Yeah.
all the girls that have gone from sevens to league are like, oh, you'll be fine. Like league compared to that is so much easier. But I don't know, sevens is you just run for days.
I know. I was just thinking how big
Yeah.
the spaces you have to cover. Mate.
Yeah, so you do a lot of conditioning, a lot of off the ground work.
Yeah.
It was brutal. But it's also league's so different to like transitioning into league now, the conditioning programs are so different. Like
Yeah.
you'll do like 300s, 400s,
Yeah.
800s, even broken Broncos. Whereas none of that we really did in sevens.
Yeah.
It was a more high intensity, shorter intervals,
Yeah.
MAS
Yeah.
type of work. So yeah, I found it quite challenging going from sevens to league training. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Obviously, because the league game now, like even the women's game, it's changed a lot. It's faster now too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
It's
the conditioning's different. Yeah.
Yeah, I love watching it. Like you think about like you said like the different types of fitness and that. Like it's crazy. Like the amount of running that like if you're saying sevens was like heaps of running and a lot of like a lot of conditioning, but then when you come to rugby league, like the constant like the long distance running that you have to do, like it's you have to because like I feel like you get to get the K's in the legs, and you think about like the K's that you cover in a game. It's around about that seven. It should be 7. If you're playing 80 minutes, it should be like 7 to 8 Ks
minimum.
But if you're playing middle, probably 4 Ks.
How many? Cuz I was getting 8 Ks, bro.
Yeah, they do all the hard work.
I know.
Crack me up, eh?
Score the tries. Yeah, it's so different. Like sevens, 14-minute game max.
Yeah.
I wouldn't play 14 minutes every game.
Yeah.
And then coming to league where you have to play 80 max.
Yeah.
Forwards, who knows what I'll play.
Yeah.
But yeah, such a difference. So yeah, getting used to that will be interesting.
Were you big on the data that you got off our sevens?
Yeah. So we got GPS for everything tracked. And we'd have targets each individual would have to hit each session.
Yeah.
If you didn't hit that in the footy or in the session, you just run after.
So
Yeah. So high speed meters, very high speed meters, change direction load. S&C was crazy on that.
Imagine if you hit your high speed meters, guys.
Like,
Okay, sweet,
get
go
back
over
on the
there,
field.
do 10
that'll
100s
that'll
at
be
high
me.
speeds.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like our MAS, you'd have to be over 5 meters per second, and then very high speed 6 meters per second. So yeah. And if you'd be running like 4.9, you wouldn't hit 5 meters per second. So you have to keep running.
No way.
I don't miss that, eh?
I don't miss it at all.
I don't.
But I think in league, it's talking to S&C at Cowboys. They aren't massive on numbers as such.
No, they're not.
It's
They're more.
very different.
I'd say that they're the other way around. So like if you like, well, I know a strength and conditioner or like the head of performance, they'll say, okay, sweet, we only want to cover 3Ks this session. If any of the boys are running over 3Ks, pull them from the session.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you'd never get pulled in sevens.
Yeah. So so like that's when we used to always like think, man, how many Ks are we running?
Yeah.
He goes, oh, how many Ks? We go look at it. Goes, we ran about 4 Ks today.
Yeah,
Come on, look after us. Where's the care? This was in the Super League, by the way. Where's the care for the players here? They don't care. But in the NRL, they do.
What was the drive for you to obviously? Everyone has goals and dreams, aspirations to get to where they need to get to. Also, you transition from rugby union to rugby league. What's that goal and that mindset? Obviously, you've done your ACL. We'll probably talk about, obviously, the sacrifices that you made to kind of look after yourself during that period. What were the sacrifices that you made during your career of playing?
I think, like, as a team, we always talked about sacrifices. But then we kind of tried to change the picture. It's not sacrifices, it's like what you want to do.
Yeah.
So, I moved out of home when I was 18. My last year of school probably missed out on a lot of the social aspects of it, and a lot of school with just touring and being away.
Yeah.
And then the past 6 years being away from home, like you miss a lot of family events and everything. So, there was a lot of sacrifices that it took to make it to the top.
Yeah.
And then last year missed out on my brother's wedding because I got selected to go to Singapore and play for Australia. And then that weekend did my ACL. So that was a pretty emotional roller coaster of a week, like starting off missing my brother's wedding. Fingers crossed, only one. Like they've just had a baby, so it's been so nice to be able to be home and around them a lot more. But did my ACL that weekend, and then that rules you out for the Olympics, everything. So lots of sacrifices, but it's all worth it to represent your country.
Yeah, 100%. And man, that's brave on you to make those sacrifices because it's not easy,
No.
especially when your brother's getting married and that's your best friend.
That's,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Everyone was that.
That's probably like that's the That's the hardest one, eh? Like missing your brother's wedding, like thinking, oh man, I really want to get back there. I need to make this work somehow.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't eventuate, and you
align,
just go far out.
And just like the Olympics was in 2 months' time. I was like, I have to play this tournament. And Mum and Dad and my brother, he was like, no, you have to go. Like, you're not staying. So they were really supportive of it and just hoping to make the Olympics because that was Olympic year, putting everything towards that. Wanting to put my best foot forward and play well there puts you in good stead for the Olympics. And then second game in ACL.
Damn it.
How was the mindset during that time? Because we harp on about the mindset during times like that.
Yeah.
How did you go through with that?
Yeah, it was obviously very tough. First 3 months especially. And then the girls went away about 6 weeks in.
Yeah.
They left for the Olympics. So they had holding camp over in France before they went to the Olympics. So that was tough. There was
FOMO.
FOMO,
there was 2
everything.
of us at home.
Yeah.
So I had Maddie Ashby. She also did an ACL the exact same weekend as I did.
No.
So we got surgery the same day, woke up next to each other, same room. So at least we had each other.
100%.
That helped a lot.
That would help.
Yeah. But then at the same time, like, you also were comparing, but no, you couldn't compare. Like, everyone's ACL is so different.
Yeah.
She had a couple fractures and bone bruising because hers was in contact, mine was non-contact. So, like, she might be ahead of one thing and you're like, oh, why am I not there?
Yeah.
And then I might be ahead in squatting range or weight. And then she'd probably go, why can't I hit that?
Yeah.
But yeah, first 3 months was tough just because you can't do anything physically.
Yeah.
So it mentally plays a big toll when you go from being an elite athlete training 4 or 5 times a week to then just laying there doing your leg extensions or like really basic exercises.
It does get frustrating though. Like I just know, like when you got that ego about you. You just get, no, stop this. I'm gonna prove that I'm gonna get through this recovery real quick. But then you go too quick at something, and then you go, you take you stuff, you make it worse. You know, that's a problem we have, eh?
Yeah, and especially ACL, like you can't push that,
no,
which is so frustrating because you just want to get better, and then one day you're like, oh, I feel really good, and then you try to go a bit further and you go backwards. But yeah, had a really good support network around me and came home. So went over and watched the girls at the Olympics. I was about 3 months post ACL then. That was tough. Initially, I didn't know if I wanted to go watch them or not. Just because I was, I don't know, like I want to be out on that field.
True.
And just knowing I couldn't be. But yeah, I'm so glad I did. It was a pretty average weekend with the result wise. Yeah. But I'm so glad I was there and like saw the girls after and we were all pretty emotional together. Yeah. But glad I did that, and then we went on a holiday together. Then came back home, moved home to Queensland. And then started my rehab up here.
Well, that'd have been fun. Like, you know, you got to go over, see the girls perform, then go on a mad holiday. Let your hair down and like just do whatever you want, and then just come. Okay, sweet. Now it's about to go to work. Let's go. But that would have been good.
Yeah, the holiday was nice. Went to Croatia, Turkey, Greece, London, but. It was tough at some points because people would come up to the girls and be like, oh, you were just at the Olympics. Yeah. And they're like, we don't want to talk about it. Like, we just got fourth. Don't bring it up. Yeah, but true. No, it was, really great experience.
Is there a passion to go back and go Olympics again?
Yeah.
Because you'll be what?
In the back of my mind,
25 you said, eh?
Yes, so I'll be 28.
28.
So still, not too old. Yeah. In the back of my mind, I do. Because I just haven't ticked that Olympics off. Yeah. But we'll just see. Like, if I'm loving life in league, doing well here, then I'll stay. But there is also that drive to, like, maybe I'll just try.
It's hard because, like, you feel like some of the ladies that have come over from Union, they've excelled. And they've excelled into big names now. Like, you think about, like, most of the big names that are in the NRL, NRLW, I mean, they're from the sevens background.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
They all paid they don't miss sevens at all when you talk to them.
True.
So we'll see. See what happens.
Have you played league before?
No. Never played league.
So this will be your first time?
Yeah. I was hoping the BMD comp would be on at the moment.
Yeah, yeah.
On the because last season it was before NRLW,
Yeah, yeah.
but it's not.
No.
So yeah, first game will be trial match
Yes.
against the Titans.
Oh yes. So you're gonna come.
Tweed Seagulls.
Yes, let's go. I want to come down and
We'll be
watch.
there, yeah.
Versing Georgia.
Yeah, go
Yeah, we'll be
Georgia.
there, we'll be there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Ah, that's awesome, man. That's exciting for you because obviously it's been a year off. Obviously next month will be a year, eh?
Yeah.
And then you're obviously transitioning into rugby league. So you're going from rugby, you've done your ACL and sevens, and then now you're going to go play league. That's massive.
Yeah,
It's
it'll be a
huge.
big challenge.
Yeah.
Big challenge.
But I feel like you're up for challenges just throughout your whole career at a young age. You've just been balling.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. And that was part of the reason why I did make the switch to NRL. I was thinking about playing 15s for the Reds, and then because the Rugby 15s World Cup, Women's World Cup is this year. Initially, that was my plan, just try and make it back for Super W and then try and make a Wallaroos.
Yeah.
But then I was like, I just want a fresh start, new challenge, completely different environment, like really out of my depth, just challenge
Love it.
myself. So
with the women's 15s, is that do you get to play against like Auckland and all that? Or
no,
nah?
so
Oh,
Super W, yeah, it's just Reds, Waratahs, Force, Brumbies, Drua.
okay.
And they just play. So, yeah, one round each.
Yeah.
And, yeah, semis are this weekend and then
Cool.
a grand final. So, it's a very short season.
Yeah, yeah.
Is the funding good within that?
No. Yeah. That's where women's 15s in Australia, not a whole lot of funding,
Yeah.
especially probably compared to sevens. And then compared to New Zealand,
Yeah.
I think they get paid reasonably well.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there's not much funding in 15s.
I know this is a really. I don't even know if I should be asking this question. Would you like who is probably the highest earner within that women's rugby
In
scene?
rugby sevens, Charlotte,
Yeah.
yeah,
True.
would be the top. Maddie Levi probably isn't far off
Yeah.
either, but I think Charlotte would probably make a lot from the sponsors and
Yeah.
endorsements outside as well.
So that's where she's probably making most of her income, just through
Yeah.
like you
Yeah.
know just her off-field like
So they're
sponsorship and
all
all
those
that.
girls that are giving 15s a crack, you're still on contract with sevens right
Yeah.
now. So you'd
Yeah.
be getting a 7 salary,
Yep.
and then not sure how the financial side works with 15s for
15s.
those girls.
Yeah.
But then I think around 10K's the max for Super W contracts.
Max.
Yeah.
Wow.
For the season. So their season's only Jan to end of April.
Okay.
But
so-
then if you're on Wallaroos contract, there's I think about 30 to 40 of those girls.
yeah.
They are on higher money.
Yeah.
But
True.
I think the max you can earn there is 80K a year.
Like so all together, like with your sevens contract and your super Super W?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Super W. I don't know if you're a sevens player, if you get paid from 15s.
Yeah.
But if you only play 15s and you're a Wallaroo player, you can earn up to 80K, I think.
okay.
Is that still semi-professional?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so they work too.
Yeah.
So on top of their salary.
So
But that's you get
during
that
the season, I don't think many girls work a whole lot.
okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, from April to
Yeah.
like November, if you're not in a Wallaroo squad, you probably are working.
Yeah. True.
Okay, sweet. Well, that's
Yeah,
all right. You
it's
got a
it's
bit of
all
a
right.
Bit all
balance.
over
eh?
the
That's
shop.
pretty good.
I feel like the WNRL is not quite there when it comes to
No,
payments
yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Like I feel like you
Well,
know
it's better
that
than when I first started. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. Not too sure about it, but I think it's around 35,
Yeah.
40 for the 6-month period.
yeah.
So May to October. But then, yeah, pretty much all
Still
the
gotta
other
work.
girls would work,
Yeah.
in the months.
You'd
not
have to
on
work, Brad,
contract.
because man, like
I know.
Yeah.
the cost of living
Cost
in
of living
Australia
is
is
expensive.
expensive, bro.
Especially in the Gold Coast, like
Oh,
it's it's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
It used to be cheap here.
Yeah, it used to be.
Like-
Like,
Gold Coast, Brisbane, now it's the same as Sydney.
Yeah.
What was your first thoughts when you came back to the Gold Coast, like after being away for 6 years?
It's so different now.
Yeah.
It's chaotic. There's people everywhere.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
just annoying, but because it was just kind of this, not
Quiet, eh?
It's like a
not a
country
hidden
town kind of
gem,
thing,
but yeah, not as many
Like
people
even
here.
like me, like my first time in the Gold Coast was 2016. Loved it. Loved the how it was like Burleigh
Quiet.
wasn't
So
too
chilled,
hyped up.
yeah.
It wasn't
Yeah.
hyped up yet. It was chilled. It was like, but then you can't get down the building now. You can't even get car park.
10 years
No.
later,
And it's
far
like
out.
it's packed everywhere.
Everyone's
James Street is
there.
packed. Like everyone's packed.
Everyone's pluggy on the bloody curb. these days.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's cool. Obviously, with that journey that you're in, you've gone to big winning gold medals. Now you're transitioning into rugby league. How's the mindset now? How's the body feeling? obviously training at Hybrid Lab.
Yes, let's go.
You know, but
Second
how
name
you feeling? Hey,
How many's
Right,
the
do I-
quota?
That's what,
hey,
hey, it's what we're about.
am I endorsing?
Am
Am I endorsing or what?
Hey,
Yeah.
we're endorsing.
Surely
That's
get
what
a cut.
I said
Shirt
to
too.
I say to him, bring my Hybrid Lab shirt.
How's the mindset? How you feeling? Feeling good?
Yeah, really excited. Body's going well. Knees feeling really good. Hardly notice a difference now. Don't feel it at all running. Feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Getting back into it. But yeah, I'm excited to just get back into footy.
Yeah.
Like it's been a while. I've done
Yeah.
a few sessions here and there the past couple of months with Cowboys.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to start a
Yeah.
pre-season block, even though it'll be brutal.
Yeah.
I'm excited to just be in a team environment again.
Yeah, the camaraderie.
Townsville's not it's
What
It won't be,
It's
it won't be-
easy,
it won't
it's
be- it won't
nice.
be- it won't be that hot there.
Yeah, it won't be that hot, eh, in Townsville.
Bro, it's hot there. I hated
Oh,
playing
man.
up there, eh?
It's the worst,
So
eh?
Yeah,
hot.
everyone that comes up there always
Oh.
says they struggle.
Yeah.
Mate, I used
So
to
that's
struggle
an
playing there.
advantage.
Who's the crew at Townsville? Who's in the squad there?
Kira Dibb,
Yep.
New South Wales,
Yep.
Jakai Whitfield.
Yep.
Oh.
So she'll be my roomie. I'll
Yeah,
live
nice.
with her.
Oh,
Nice,
yeah.
nice.
Emma Manselman, Queensland.
Yep.
They're a pretty low key team.
Yeah.
A lot of just like hard workers, no big names.
Yeah.
We've got a good squad. We just signed Nevada, George, and Abigail Roach.
Yep.
NZ players.
yeah.
Ricky, our coach, must have signed them in
Oh,
camp at the end of
yeah,
last year.
yeah,
Hey, he's
Got
who-
in their ear.
He's a
he's
Kiwi fella.
who's the other coach? The Kiwi?
Yeah, Fui.
Fui.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dave.
My boy Fui, man. Is he the coach?
Shout out to Dave.
He's
Let's go.
Assistant
Yeah.
coach.
I think he's defence, and we just signed Ty Williams.
Oh,
Ty,
wow.
my boy
Yeah.
Ty.
Not the
So,
got a good
ex-players.
crew, man.
ex-players.
Who are the ex-players?
So, no, I think we'll do
Where's,
really
where's
well.
the ladies on this staff?
I know. What's
Oh.
that?
Our manager, physio, well-being lady. They're all females.
Yeah, sweet.
One
Sorry.
question. Why the Cowboys?
I
Yeah,
did
why not the
wanna
Gold
come-
Coast Titans?
Yeah, they didn't offer me.
Oh,
Oh.
no. You heard it
Loz,
first.
come on,
Come
man.
No,
on.
I didn't actually
Loz,
talk
eh?
to them.
Loz, get
Well,
Lily
I
down
did
here.
want to go to a Queensland team because state of origin
Yeah.
eligibility as
Yeah.
well. Even though I was born here, my first game of rugby league would have to be Queensland team.
Yeah.
That was part of it. Didn't really want to go back to Sydney. Been there for 6 years.
Yeah.
Experienced it. Jakai had really good things to say about the culture and the team up at the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Just a completely different environment as well.
Yeah.
Somewhere new.
Yeah.
And then, being Jakai really close with her. She was in the sevens with
Yeah.
me. And, she was so happy up there. So I was like, it's really good to see that she's in a happy
Yeah.
place too.
Mm.
So, that was part of the reason to head up there.
Nah, nice.
But hopefully long term, end up back at the Titans and
Yeah.
buy a house here and
Yeah, that's it.
settle
That's it.
down.
That's
That's
it,
it.
eh? So
You got to start somewhere.
I know, eh?
Yeah.
You got to start somewhere. And first team, first run at the Cowboys.
I
First
think it's
run.
just like a really good club too and culture up there. Like
Yeah.
they love NRL.
But how
Just
do you
'cause
know?
only
You can't
sport.
swim at the beach. Remember that, eh?
No,
Yeah.
there's one spot.
Is
it?
It's
Yeah.
got lines with alligator, whatever it is.
crocodiles
up there.
gonna get in there.
Crocodiles.
Yeah, but like it's hard because like culture is everything. When you look at a team, culture is everything. And like you may say it now. I guess I'm going to come back to the Gold Coast, but like who knows? You might stay up
Yeah.
there and like I love this place.
Love it up
Yeah.
there.
I'm
yeah.
going to stay here.
100%.
I'm not coming back to the Gold Coast.
Yeah, everyone's saying I'll get bored up there and there's
Yeah.
nothing to do, but the girls are always doing something.
Yeah.
And there's a couple girls that have farms, like a bit out of town, so they go there for the weekend or
Cool.
Some raw milk.
waterfalls,
Raw milk.
adventuring.
Yes.
Yeah, they're busy.
Yeah.
And the season goes so quick, like 7-week
Yeah.
pre-season trial, and then you're playing like 12 to 14 rounds, depending how you go. So like, there's not really any time to
Yeah.
do anything else.
Yeah, true.
That's mad, eh? 7-week preseason.
I don't know.
Try to
Not a
milk that, eh?
3-month.
How
Try to
good's
milk
that, eh? Like just do that
Demands.
and then like you get but then you gotta go back to you gotta go work and earn another wage, at the
Yeah.
same time.
What do you reckon? Do you like semi-professional or do you want it full-time?
Well, I've been enjoying the semi-professional because I've come from 6 years full-time where you'd get max 4 weeks off a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This has been nice to just kind of live a normal life for
Yeah.
a few months, work part-time, 2 to 3 days a week,
Yeah.
train, socialise.
Yeah.
So I've really enjoyed the semi-professional, but yeah, it'd be nice for it to go professional, which I think is on the
Awesome.
cards, but a few years away.
That's what Loz Brown said the same thing.
Yeah.
Like your same mindset. Like, yeah, no, I love it. Like, because she's a
Yeah,
firefighter.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can work a job, like if you have a really good job you love, you work that 6 months a year. But also those, like Loz, I feel like hasn't had any time off. Like she's gone from NRL into Gillaroos, she's now in State of Origin. So for those girls that are like the pinnacle of the game, they don't get a whole lot of time off.
But it's just like,
but that's fun.
but it's still going to be fun for them.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't change that for anything.
No.
You know, like you wouldn't like it. Being at the top of the game, enjoying enjoying it at the same time, but making sure that you're working hard to stay up there.
Yeah.
That's part of the journey always. Yeah.
I think the big thing that obviously we started the podcast because we talk about a lot of it's transition.
Yeah.
And we go into phases where we try to catch a lot of the athletes to kind of maximize as much as they can in terms financially, but also making sure that you got a plan B, plan C, plan D. But I feel like semi-professional is pretty good because at least you're doing something that,
you kind of have to have
like
that,
you can
that backup.
Yeah.
Like let's say if you you don't end up playing rugby league and you give up and you don't go back to the 7th circuit, you're done. So what's the backup plan? You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing at the same time? So like, that's why I feel like being that semi-professional, you're having cracks at different things every single year.
Yeah.
So I like doing that. I want to get back and try and have a crack at that and make a proper career out of it.
Yeah.
Is that how you feel like sometimes? Yeah.
So I was doing part-time uni for 6 years.
Yeah.
Whilst I was doing the sevens. I was doing sport and event management. I finished my degree end of last year. But now I've just started my Masters of Teaching. And that's what I kind of want to do in the future, be a teacher.
Yeah.
So that's always been in the back of my mind, like having something there if everything goes wrong in footy or you absolutely hate it and want to quit. I've got something to fall back onto.
That's
so
awesome.
definitely the teaching side. And then I've been working like in schools, just coaching, and like rookies to reds and everything, and really enjoy that. So
you
cool.
got the mad pathway. You're stacking them. You're stacking them as we go.
Yeah.
You know, you want to be that teacher, but also you're in there. You're coaching the
people.
girls and all that. You're getting a feel of the school environment.
it's
Doing your degree in
exciting times.
teaching. What kind of teacher? PE.
PE and maths.
Yeah. Nice.
senior
Or
school, I
practical.
think.
Just practical, guys. Yeah, see.
Just sport the whole day. No
Hey,
theory.
hey man, I've had some mixed reviews on PE teachers. Like, it goes, oh man, I hope you're ready for the sun. If you're in a hot area, you're just
outside all day.
Imagine Townsville, mate.
Townsville, I'm in all theory.
Guys,
Inside.
we're staying inside. Aircon, all right?
I am actually working up at a school while I'm up there.
Oh,
at
yeah?
Kerwin.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Let's
Cool.
go.
The big gun school.
Yeah.
Be careful up there.
Yeah.
Like some interesting characters up there. I reckon.
Miss.
Yeah, I'm helping like Teachers Aid and then with the NRL program.
Yeah.
Matt Bowen's the coach.
Yeah. Oh, that boy.
Mango.
Mango,
My boy
boy.
Mango.
Yeah.
So that'd be interesting. The girls will probably know more than me.
Yeah.
Nah, that's exciting. That's
But
so
that's
good.
what it is. You're just gonna you're gonna pass on your knowledge. I loved working out of school. I did it for 2 years. Just passing on your knowledge, just mentoring the young boys and that. They always come up to you and ask you, "Oi, sir, how much did you earn?" Like asking the street,
How much did you
Oi,
squat?
what, yeah, all that kind of stuff. And I go, bro, like, come on, man. I don't like disclosing this to you guys. But then,
Privacy,
but then I have it
privacy.
more in a private room, like just mentoring. Okay, all right, boys, I'm gonna take you through a proper NRL contract, write the numbers up and all that. And he goes, wow, is that what it is? Is that all you're gonna get from when you earn that much? He goes, yeah, man. Got to pay your bills, got to pay your rent, everything. You may want to go out on the weekend and think you're a high roller and think you're
shouting
killing
everyone.
it and shouting at everyone. You might want to do that, you know. Like, I'm not sugarcoating it. That's what may happen. But if you're disciplined, you won't be living like this. You'll be living like this. But it was good. It was good fun. It was good fun just doing that. And then they got like, oh, wow, okay, sweet. Now I know. And then they're thinking, oh, so I've got to probably earn about maybe 300K a year, sir, if I want to be a good one. And I go, yeah, man, maybe if you want to be
300K,
elite.
That'd be nice.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Cracks me up, eh?
It's great. Obviously, you would have built a lot of relationships, friends, and all that. Also, you took the path to get in that professional side of sport. Was it hard for you to be like, oh, hey, your girlfriends are going out clubbing or whatever? Was it hard for you to be like, oh, sorry guys, I'm training tomorrow? Or
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I think that
sacrifices.
happened a lot, and then they'd get to a point where they just wouldn't ask because
Oh.
they knew you'd say no.
Nice.
How bad was that? Eh? That's so
Yeah.
sad. Eh?
I
Just
know.
still
Like, go out
ask. It's
for
just
dinner.
nice to
Yeah.
ask.
Yeah, I know.
But I had a really good group of friends actually that was so like supportive and like
Yeah.
just wanted me to do well. So like that was like my school friends, and then all the sport that I did outside of school, they would understand as well because you're doing sport with them too. So yeah, I think I had a good crew around me that made it easy for me to say no if I couldn't go.
That's good because friends we grew up with were like, bro, you're a dog, bro.
Yeah, oh, no.
Bro, you let us down. We were like, wow, man, I can't do it, man.
Yeah, it's hard for
Can you
kids
please leave me
these
alone? Like I'm trying to make
Trying to
something
make
for
it.
trying to make it.
Trying to make it for mum and dad, all right?
Yeah.
Please.
Like, especially now, it'd be tough for young kids because everyone goes out and socialise or out dinner or everything. So
Social setting these days is like
Yeah.
really nice, eh?
Yeah.
Like, you know, not like clubs and pubs and that, but I mean just nice
going
settings
out for
where
dinner or
yeah.
it's good.
I feel like it's gone that direction, eh?
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna go out for dinner, and I goes, and then like you go split the
Next
bill, and I
minute.
go, yeah, nah, I'll stay home.
We split the bill.
Split the bill.
Split the bill, but you drank all the drinks. I didn't even drink.
Oh, one of those people.
Oh, man.
But I only had one drink.
Everyone doing the
I had
haka,
one drink,
man.
man.
Bro,
Come on,
everyone's
man.
going,
It was you go, I'm just gonna go to ATM, and then next minute you do the back
just gonna go to the toilet. Fuck, mate. Nah, the good times. Nah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. I'm really excited to see you
Yeah,
in the game. We'll be definitely watching.
100%. Especially that one at Tweed. Definitely come down and watch you and Gigi.
Well, you'll be playing the Titans at the Titans home game?
No, so
okay.
trial game 21st of June against Titans at Seagulls, and then our round one's against the Titans again, but up at
Up in
Townsville.
Townsville. Oh, okay.
Yeah, which would have been so nice to be at home.
Oh, that would have been mad. Would mum and dad gonna go up?
Yeah, if I make it, if I get picked.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll definitely come up, I think.
What's the position? What are you thinking?
Second row most. Yeah, second row. There's
Nice.
talk of second row lock, but with the team we've got, probably second row.
Yeah, nice. Got a good engine. Got a good engine. Play
Well,
80
she's,
minutes.
mate, she's running loops in Hybrid Lab, bro.
Yeah,
Not very good at that one.
good engine.
laps.
Off the ball. What's your off the ball like? You know, remember
One
playing
percenters,
back
the 1%ers.
1%ers. Back row is like the one where you have to do all the little things right, like pushing
chase.
up, running the perfect line for the perfect person at the back. You know, doing all that
I feel
kind
like
of kick
it's a tricky
chase,
position.
kick pressure.
Well, that was we used to verse each other
Yeah.
in the back row.
What positions were you?
I was back row as well. Second row.
This guy used to score tries and he used to just look at the camera and go like that. Oh, rightio, Eddie, relax, mate.
As I got big, I went into the middle.
Yeah,
Prop.
Straight to prop.
nice
Far
back
out.
row. I like that. That's
Nah,
good.
Yeah, it can be fun. Bit of a link between halves and the centres.
Tip it onto the centres, throw
Yeah.
cutout balls to the winger,
Grab myself.
show and go yourself. Tell the halfback,
chase.
please just give me the ball now, please.
No. The dummy. No.
Show and go, mate. Show and go.
No,
Kira-
we've got some
you-
good halves.
Yeah, you got Kira Dib.
and
Yeah,
then Tallulah Tillet.
yeah.
Both, yeah. Don't know what side of the field I play on yet. I found that wild coming from sevens where
What ball carrying arm are you?
they either. Like
You-
sevens, you just play everywhere.
Yeah.
Like that. And they were like, oh, you'll play left side or right side. I was like, what? Like you can't just run anywhere.
Oh, wow.
But maybe left.
Left hand carry?
Yeah.
Left hand carry, right hand fan?
I don't know.
GI.
We'll see. We'll see. See what other positions.
No,
the
my
girls
preferred
play.
side was left side because I was a left hand carry,
Where?
right hand fan.
True.
Yeah, and step off of my inside foot.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Is that why I keep jamming you?
Is that why I kept on doing footwork on you?
Is that
on
what
the
I was
outside?
jamming you, bro? eh?
Running around.
It used to be that one used to just come out like 4 out, like just
Just
come
jam.
right like this. Go, bro, are you serious, man?
People that jam.
You had to make sure
Hold.
you connect. If you didn't, fire, get the big
You
spray.
get the-
Yeah, get the
spray.
spray
Yeah.
off the coach.
What's the
Yeah.
chats like in the locker room?
Yeah.
At league.
Yeah.
She
Oh, no, I
would've
mean in
known.
union
Yeah.
or yeah.
Oh,
The banter. Is there any
yeah,
banter
there's
amongst
a
the
bit of
girls?
banter.
Yeah.
No, we've got a few. Yeah, we would get along really well in the sevens. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was definitely a lot of banter.
Some
between everyone.
go-getters.
Some sassy moments. You know what girls are like.
Yeah,
There'd be
yeah.
some, oh,
Yeah.
Because
you
man,
just said that.
because you know, obviously with women, they get
Yeah.
There's sometimes where girls
Yeah.
are like, far out.
Sometimes get heated.
Got to be careful what you say.
Hey,
I reckon,
I'm just
like, you
saying.
know, like, you got to be, like, I feel like even ladies can do it to ladies.
Yeah.
Be careful what you say. Like, you know,
Yeah.
"Ooh, did I say
Girl,
something?
like, and girls hold it too.
Yeah.
Whereas boys, you can say it to them. And
Yeah.
oh yeah, straight up.
Yeah.
straight up, you
I
moved
know.
on.
That's the only reason why I asked, because obviously in an environment full of women,
Yeah.
imagine
when
the
you-
fights will be going in there, man.
When you've been on tour for 3 or 4 weeks, by the end you're like, I'm sick of you all.
Yeah.
Get me home.
Yeah.
Oh,
But nah, it's all worth it.
yeah,
It's a
it
bit of
is.
fun. You
Couple of
laugh
good
about it
tours.
after.
Couple of good tours with the ladies.
Yeah. Pretty lucky with 7. So you
Yeah.
got to. We'd have like 7 to 8 countries we'd go to each year.
Yeah.
With our World Series. So went to some pretty cool places. Loved it.
What kind of character are you on the field? Are you like a little?
I'm the quiet.
You're
Like,
quite one?
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't say much.
Just go about your business.
Yeah.
Just do tick the
That's
boxes.
zippy.
Yeah.
Nice and
Yeah,
clean.
just be
here.
quiet. Just, you know, I'm sweet.
Yeah.
I'll
You're
talk
too
to my
gassed
team.
in
I'll
the
talk.
sevens.
I'll talk to my teammates.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'll
hurry
talk
up
to
and move up.
But
You're
I'm not.
too slow. Give them a bit of blast in the
creating anything.
give them a little blast in the try line if we get scored on. Oh mate, come on, bro, pick your act up.
But
Usually it was more people were saying it to me. He goes, yeah, sorry man, I'll wake up now.
oh mate,
Not the apologies. He goes,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
you're
all
not
the
sorry.
apology.
Just freaking do it, mate.
I was the opposite, eh, guys?
You're blowing up at everyone.
Nah, not on my teammates, the other guys. Used to stir the pot, eh?
I used to love it. I used to laugh sometimes when I used to play against Teddy. We used to just have. He used to just mumble and just carry on in the scrum. He goes, "Bruh, be quiet, man."
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Like, because 7s, you don't really play against your friends. You just
Yeah.
play against other countries.
Yeah.
Whereas going to league, like,
You'll be
I have
playing
friends in every team nearly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like playing against them will be funny, but it'll be good.
No, I
Did
reckon
it
it'd be
get one
mad.
up?
I reckon
It'd be
it's
mad.
fun.
I
I
reckon-
reckon it's fun playing against your mates.
Yeah, 'cause
And
you
like
cheer
just
'em
trying to like, oh man, you were doing
Yeah,
that in
you
sevens,
drop
you
it or
know. Oh, just like you were in sevens, dropping the ball all the time, like just little innocent.
Bro, the women's
sick
rugby league these days, the hits that you see now, it's
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, wow.
It's getting a
Nuts.
bit feisty too.
It is, eh? There's
Just
a bit
watching it
of fights
last
there,
year,
man.
like a couple of scuffles there.
Yeah.
It goes, hey,
Yeah.
ladies, come on.
There's a few props out this year though, pregnant.
Oh,
Yeah,
are they?
People, yeah. Like Millie Boyle.
yeah,
Oh, she out?
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Caitlin
She's-
Johnson.
yeah.
Varney's out. Not
Yeah.
prop, but yeah, there's a few people out.
That's the thing, eh? When you're obviously in the
Yeah,
women's
good
game.
on them. Make the most of it. If you're on
Yeah.
contract, yeah.
100%. And, you know, like obviously, you know, you want to start that journey into, you know, starting your own family, like all for it, take a break.
Yeah.
Let's see if they,
If they
You
come
just got to
back.
time it right.
yeah,
eh? You have
that's
to
it.
time it right.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, you know,
saying.
yeah. So, like, you know, if you're gonna like have a kid, like, are you gonna? Is that it for you? That's what I mean.
Yeah.
You know.
Interesting. Like, I reckon Millie will come back for
Yeah.
sure. She's a freak. She's
Yep.
so fit.
Mm.
She's got an engine.
Yep.
I remember playing back with her years ago
Yeah.
in sevens. Varney, I reckon, will try.
Yep.
But also, she's done everything in the
Yeah.
game.
Hard.
Like league and sevens. She's, a freak.
Yeah.
So she might be happy to just retire and have a family. But
No.
You never know, eh? Because
Interesting.
you look at Noah Williams, mate.
yeah.
She's went back-to-back kid and then still going, eh?
Still
going,
Still a
yeah.
beast.
And she was probably at the start too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was doing younger.
Yeah.
Start of her career, like having the kids, and then like you know,
Still playing.
Yeah, still playing and having
Yeah.
the sacrifices.
It's inspiring, eh?
Yeah,
I
it
love
is.
I love what the women's rugby league represents. Like I just love the game now because back in the days I used to watch. I was like, "What is that?
Yeah,
How are they playing this game?" Eh?
yeah.
But
Yeah.
now it's like, respect.
Quality, yeah.
Oh,
good.
100%.
Yeah, especially in Australia, definitely the top standard
Oh,
for
man.
women's rugby league.
The passing game's unreal. It's better than some of the boys playing now.
Well,
It is.
well, I reckon it's just all those girls that are good passers. They're sevens players.
Bro.
I
Yeah.
reckon.
You see a lot of
100%.
that come from because sevens. Yeah, you have to have a lot of skill.
Mm.
And I think because obviously it's harder for females to pick up skills. I think they put a lot more time and effort into it,
Yeah.
which is probably where they get past some of the
Yeah.
boys. Where it's just like natural for them. But no, yeah, quality is really good.
Yeah.
We're going to finish up here, but we wanted you to share a key message to our audience.
Yeah.
Something that they can, because obviously they will resonate with your story,
Yeah.
but something that, yeah, just a key message that you can share.
Probably just like everyone probably says it is have fun. Like enjoy the hard work and enjoy the challenging moments because it all adds up.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you're not having fun, you're not going to do well and play well. So getting your mental probably space right before you do anything or getting it right whilst you're playing, it'll help massively with your game. If you're happy off the field, you're going to be happy on the field, playing well, just excelling. So, yeah, really have fun and make sure you're in the right headspace.
Yeah,
Love
nice.
that.
I like
That's
that.
so good, eh?
100%. We always say this, what is it? Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, it is.
During
It's
your
true.
career, happy wife, happy life.
Wow.
So that's the same as what you're saying. Like,
Yeah.
you know, if you can fix your mental state and you're enjoying things away from footy, it's gonna.
You play
It
better.
works out well.
Massively.
It works
Play
out
better,
well.
man.
Yeah, nice.
Close it off, my
Love
bro.
it. Love that. Thanks for coming
Thank you
and
so much,
being a
eh?
part of this, and you know what we're trying to do with the Easy Project. It's all about transitions too. We love that. But yeah, massive shout out to our sponsors, Talentlockr and SMSF Learning Centre. Let's go. Easy does it.
Easy does it.
Easy does it.